Whether you know it from childhood memories, celebrity fashion brands, or illicit substances, the smiley face is one of the most reproduced symbols in the history of design, constantly evolving, but still somehow always the same. Dave Gibbons, the artist behind the Watchmen comics, captures this sentiment with the quote, "It's just a yellow field with 3 marks on it. It couldn't be more simple, and to that degree, it's empty, ready for meaning." But with this meaning drowning in a sea of replicas, it raises the question, who actually owns the iconic yellow smiley face? Well, the simple answer would be the first thing you see when you Google that question, the Smiley Company, of course. However, the truth is far more complex.
Have a nice day.
The real story begins with a doodle from a graphic designer at an insurance company, followed by a lucrative idea from 2 brothers who owned a Hallmark card shop, and cemented by the legacy of a newspaper journalist and his son. Together, these characters tell the complex history of the smiley face through scenes of appropriation, legal conflicts, and fair use disputes. A surprising background for what might seem like the most simple icon of all time. In 1963, the State Life Mutual Insurance Company in Worcester, Massachusetts was in a state of chaos after a series of mergers and acquisitions. Amidst this, a senior graphic designer named Harvey Ball was tasked with creating a symbol that would lift the spirits of the company's stressed-out employees. On a whim, Harvey drew up the now iconic smiley face in just 10 minutes. Little did he know his simple creation, produced for a mere $45 compensation, would go on to become one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. Harvey's design was then pushed onto the stage of corporate morale boosting, plastered on buttons, posters, and signs by the insurance company. And it wasn't long before there was dozens of copycats. But according to Bill Wallace, executive director of the Worcester Historical Museum, the authentic Harvey Ball smiley face could always be identified by its distinguishing features. The eyes are narrow ovals, one larger than the other, and the mouth is not a perfect arc, but almost a Mona Lisa smile. But regrettably, neither Harvey nor the insurance company attempted to trademark the design, leading to the next phase of the smiley's journey. 7 years later, in 1970s Philadelphia, 2 brothers would make a life-changing decision. Bernard and Murray Spain, owners of a local Hallmark card shop, noticed something interesting. Harvey Ball's simple design, especially on buttons, was soaring in popularity. Sensing an opportunity to cash in, they decided to recreate Harvey's smiley face with the addition of their own catchy slogan, "Have a happy day," which turned this simple symbol into a goldmine. With this single addition, the Spain brothers were able to secure a copyright on the design only 1 year later in 1971, leading to a merchandising revolution that would change American pop culture forever. Their version of the smiley face didn't just sell, it took over, appearing on everything imaginable, from patches to kitchenware, and they even produced their very own buttons, selling a total of 50 million that year. The smiley face even provided ironic optimism to US soldiers during the Vietnam War, seen placed on helmets, tanks, and even dog tags, transforming a simple marketing tool into a complex symbol of wartime resilience. But while the Spain brothers had publicly credited Harvey's design in the past, they would allegedly claim ownership of the icon on the stage of the TV show What's My Line at the peak of their fame in 1971, marking the beginning of a long battle of ownership disputes over the world's happiest symbol. As the smiley face craze took over the US, a new player emerged across the Atlantic to stake their claim upon the smiley. In 1971, Franklin Loufrani, a journalist at the prestigious Francois newspaper, had been sprinkling the iconic symbol throughout his Take the Time to Smile column, highlighting moments of joy within the daily news. Seeing its potential, Franklin trademarked this symbol simply as Smiley in over 100 countries. The Smiley Company was born, its inception marked by the company strategically handing out 10 million stickers during France's free love movement, and shortly after, landing deals with major brands like Levi's. Later in 1996, Franklin's son, Nicholas Loufrani, took over the Smiley Company, and under his leadership, the company evolved into an empire that spanned continents and cultures. He would map out precise guidelines for the future of the design and the company, laying the groundwork for a global phenomenon. Through negotiations and strategic alliances, he crafted licensing agreements that further seeded the Smiley's infectious optimism into the fabric of society, boasting collaborations with massive brands like Nokia and Samsung, to Dunkin' Donuts and Coca-Cola. It's no surprise that today, the Smiley Company stands as a titan in the realm of licensing. With revenues exceeding $500 million annually, it ranks among the elite of the world's licensing companies. But amidst the corporate success, the debate of the Smiley's true creator continued. Nicholas Loufrani disputes all claims of the design being stolen from Harvey Ball, although his father's original newspaper icon is almost identical. In defense of his stance, he points to relics of the past, a 3,700-year-old piece of ceramic found in Syria with what is believed to be the very first smiley face painted on it. Loufrani also highlighted a graphic used for a promotion by the WMCA New York radio station in 1960, predating Harvey's creation. With the smiley face morphing into a corporate logo, a counterculture would emerge, mocking the facade behind the smile. In 1977, the smiley face made an appearance on the sleeve of the UK vinyl release of Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads, a jarring contradiction with the murderous thoughts depicted in the song's lyrics. In the mid-1980s, Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons splattered the smiley face with blood on the cover of their critically acclaimed comic book Watchmen, spawning an entire franchise that subverts the superhero genre's typically good versus evil narrative in favor of a more morally ambiguous worldview. By the end of the decade, the smiley face had adopted an entirely different meaning altogether after appearing on a flyer for the notorious and incredibly influential London nightclub Shoom. And featuring in the 1988 Second Summer of Love, the symbol had become some sort of a visual shorthand for the chemically enhanced euphoria that fueled the rave movement's illegal warehouse parties, making a comeback in a way that its creator could hardly have anticipated when he first accepted the commission in 1963. But for the Smiley Company, the legal troubles ensued in 2001 when they would go toe-to-toe with Walmart, which started using the smiley face as a corporate mascot in 1996. According to court documents, Walmart opposed Loufrani's trademark filing, claiming a high likelihood of confusion between the two. The Smiley Company and Walmart would end up fighting for 10 years and cost both companies millions of dollars, but the Trademark Trial and Appeal Board eventually sided with Walmart. Seeking revenge, Loufrani later sued Walmart in Illinois federal court in 2009. The case then closed in 2011 as Walmart and Loufrani were working on a settlement, but details were never disclosed. But this was just the beginning of the legal battles for the Smiley Company, as in early 2024, they would sue up to 700 independent sellers on Etsy and Redbubble, some facing potential fines of up to $5,000 for simply using the word smiley in their product listings. From the Smiley's corporate beginnings in 1963 to becoming a symbol of pop culture, then counterculture, and pop culture again, it's been able to mirror the ebb and flow of societal values, and in the current realm of digital communication, conveying sentiments with a simplicity that credits its profound impact and versatility, which can once again be stated by Dave Gibbons. If you put it in a nursery setting, it fits in well. If you take it and put it on a riot policeman's gas mask, then it becomes something completely different.